For the past 25 years, Panama has successfully managed the Panama Canal, operating it more efficiently than before. The Panama Canal is a man-made waterway that connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans across the Isthmus of Panama. Owned and administered by Panama, the canal stretches 40 miles from shoreline to shoreline, allowing ships to travel in either direction. A full transit takes about 10 hours. The canal treats ships from all nations equally in terms of passage conditions and toll fees. However, some claim that American ships are being unfairly overcharged. Before the canal was built, ships traveling between the east and west coast of the Americas had to sail around Cape Horn in South America, a journey 8,000 nautical miles longer, taking about 2 months. The Panama Canal significantly shortens this distance, making global trade more efficient. However, a new competitor has emerged, threatening to challenge the canal's dominance. The history of the Panama Canal. The idea of a canal through Panama dates back to 1513, when Spanish explorer Vasco Núñez de Balboa first crossed the isthmus. By 1534, Holy Roman Emperor Charles V ordered a survey to explore a potential canal route. Over the centuries, various European powers considered similar projects. In the 19th century, the United States and Britain also explored possible routes, including one through Nicaragua. In 1846, the U.S. signed the Mallarino-Bidlack Treaty with New Granada, now Colombia, securing transit rights through the isthmus. The California gold rush of 1848 increased demand for a faster passage between the coasts, leading American businessman William Henry Aspinwall to establish a transit route through Panama, later supported by a railway built between 1850 and 1855. After multiple failed attempts by the French in the late 19th century, the U.S. took over the canal project in 1904 and completed it in 1914. However, tensions over U.S. control of the canal led to protests in Panama. The situation escalated in 1964, when riots resulted in casualties on both sides. In 1977, the Torrijos-Carter treaties were signed, ensuring Panama's full control of the canal by December 31, 1999. Since then, the Panama Canal Authority, ACP, has successfully managed the canal, making significant improvements to maintain efficiency and capacity. Challenges facing the canal. Despite initial concerns that Panamanian management might lead to inefficiencies, the ACP has improved canal operations. Investments of nearly $1 billion have been made to widen and modernize the waterway. Measures include deepening channels, upgrading machinery, and increasing the tugboat fleet. However, climate change has caused challenges, with droughts leading to lower water levels in Gatun Lake, which supplies water for the locks. By 2023, due to severe drought conditions, the number of daily ship transits had to be reduced from 36 to 22, causing long delays. Shipping costs rose significantly, leading to concerns among global traders. This situation has opened the door for alternatives, one of the most significant being a new railway project in Mexico. Mexico's alternative to the Panama Canal. Mexico is developing an interoceanic corridor railway as a potential alternative to the Panama Canal. This $7.5 billion project spans 188 miles across the Isthmus of Tehuantepec, allowing cargo to be transferred from ships to trains and transported to the opposite coast for reloading onto vessels. The project aims to ease the burden on the Panama Canal, which has struggled with rising tolls and long delays due to drought. The corridor will feature 10 stops across the states of Veracruz and Oaxaca, regions that suffer from high poverty rates. The initiative is expected to attract investments and improve local infrastructure. The Mexican government has invested $6 billion, with an additional $2 billion coming from private investors. Comparing the Panama Canal and Mexico's rail corridor. The Panama Canal remains the world's primary route for maritime trade, connecting 180 shipping routes, 170 countries, and 1,970 ports. However, with growing climate-related challenges, the Mexican railway project could become a viable alternative, particularly for certain types of cargo. Despite its promise, the railway faces challenges. Transferring cargo between ships and trains takes time, and trains cannot carry as much cargo as large container ships. However, Mexican officials believe the project could handle 5% of the trade that would normally pass through the Panama Canal. The future of global trade. Since the 16th century, various nations have considered creating a trade route across Mexico's Isthmus of Panama. Explorers like Hernán Cortés and Alexander von Humboldt recognized its strategic importance. However, past attempts failed due to political and economic obstacles. Now, with disruptions in global shipping routes, such as the Red Sea conflicts and the Panama Canal drought, Mexico sees a golden opportunity. While the Panama Canal will likely remain the dominant trade route, Mexico's interoceanic corridor could serve as an important alternative, reducing pressure on the canal and offering new economic opportunities for the region.